Book Dragons, I'm here to do sort of a vlog that I've seen everyone and their mother doing, like everyone, but I'm gonna do a fall reset vlog, and I don't know how long this is gonna take me to film because honestly my life's a bit chaotic, but I am heading back to school. I'm a teacher, so I'm trying to get my life in order, I'm trying to get my room in order, I'm trying to get my TBR in order. So yeah, let's just take a look at what my room currently looks like, and then we'll chat about my plans. So this is my, mostly my fantasy shelf. This is my red. These are all my books. Yeah, it's a bit chaotic. I also just got back from a trip from Italy, so my room's a bit more chaotic. I also did some book shopping. So yeah, my first things first is to organize this shelf and to see what I want to do with it and do this TBR cart. This TBR cart used to be all my sequels that I was reading, but these sequels are like 5 years old. So I literally just want to keep the books that I have a feeling I'm probably gonna read in a timely fashion. So that is the plan. I'm gonna start with that. It's also the Amazing Readathon, so I'm listening to a bunch of stuff for that, but I think I might take a bit of a break and just listen to random things because I need to read things in a certain order. So yeah, I'm gonna kind of do this shelf right now, which I'm going to turn into a sequel shelf and see kind of how that goes. My most priority sequels that I'm actually up to date on. And then I'll give you guys a check-in. So bye. Friends, sorry, the lighting's not the best because I don't have my ring light, but I want to give you guys a quick update. I just went up changing around my sequel shelf. So here is all of my, I'm going to have to hold on, this may be better lighting. Hey Book Dragons, I'm back. So I just want to do a quick update. I just got my ring light out so you could actually see what the shelves look like. So this is going to be my sequel shelf for right now, which has a lot of sequels that I am still in the middle of reading, and then the next book up, most of them are. And then here is my new seasonal reading cart that I have. I'm going to do a whole video on this. I pulled some books. I'm probably going to change it around as I'm kind of finishing my organizing. But because I'm doing a lot of reading challenges and especially a lot of sorry, I'll put you guys over here. I'm doing a lot of reading challenges that I am not in control of. I'm in the middle of doing the Amazing Readathon right now. I'm also in the middle of doing Battleathon. So I'm gonna kind of do that for the rest of the year just because I like that. It's fun. It kind of motivates me to read. So yeah, this is where we're at. I did that. My top shelf, I still need to fix a few things. I'm gonna probably add some thrillers up there. But yeah, just because I feel like I don't ever read my sequels because I don't see them. So I also am going to show you what else I did. My dog. Hey, I want to see my beautiful Cassie. Cassie, say hi. Hi, say hi to the camera. Hi. So this is my new shelf. It just is kind of random books that I have. Here, I'll show you guys. I'm not really happy with this, but I have to put my Funkos in front of it. And then here is just my extra books. And then this is my 5-star read prediction shelf, which is gonna come into play for Battleathon. Sorry, you cannot see me. So yeah, that's kind of where I am right now. I still need, and then this is my holdover from all my ALA books that I went with. So these are my extra ALA books. So yeah, that is where we are at. I'm also listening to Millennial. If you haven't listened to that, it's a general interest show that's hosted by the creators of MuggleCast for most part. So yeah, I'm gonna go finish organizing and listening and take a look at my dog playing with my things she shouldn't be. And I'll talk to you guys later. Bye. Hey friends, I just want to do another update. I am actually making progress, which is great. I want to show you, sorry, I'm trying to show you with my ring light. So this is, again, is just my sequel shelf. I haven't put any of the decorations on. This is my thriller shelf. And then here's my TBR card that really hasn't changed. I added a few books to it. That's my bed. And then here is mostly the marks from ALA that I think I'm probably going to read quicker because they're kind of spooky themed. And I am going to another convention definitely in October. This I don't love, but I'm just going to keep it here for the moment. And then here is my 5-star read predictions, and here's just my other books, and that's another TBR project that I have going. And then here's a shelf that's kind of empty, which is perfect because I am going to eventually need space for these future projects. So yeah, that's sort of where we're at, and now I'm going to kind of play with organizing my shelves just so that they look a little bit nicer, and then I'm gonna finish doing my actual like project. So I'm gonna go do that. I'm gonna go put my books away, and I'll talk to you guys when I have like a finished update. But my dog is now curious what's happening because she hears me talking. Alright, so that's my plan. I really do like this. Again, I'm really bad at reading sequels, so if I don't see them, they're not like in my nose, I probably won't read them. Like, this is a book I have to desperately read. Crooked Kingdom. Cassie, shush. So yeah, I just wanted to put them there so I knew that they existed, and I will talk to you guys soon when I have another update. I'm probably gonna move on to making Instagram photos because I have to do like a week in review and all that other stuff. I also did set up my TBR card for the fall, which I like a lot better. I actually feel like that TBR card got used. So yeah, I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna update you guys again when I am done with all that update stuff, and then I will give you guys an update when I'm ready to do Pango, because that's another project that I have to start. Bye. Hey Big Dragons, I'm back. Sorry, I can't get this lighting right because like I normally have my whole light upside, but I don't think I'm doing a very good job today. But I did want to say that I did wind up finishing all of my like prep for YouTube. Sorry, this lighting isn't great. Okay, much better. So I did wind up prepping all my stuff for YouTube. The next thing I want to do is I want to kind of organize this cart in a bit of a more organized fashion so I can actually use it. So I think I'm going to organize it into like different stages, just because I tend to start the summer off reading a lot of like quick reads just to kind of keep me engaged. Then I move on to spooky, and then I move on to high fantasy. So I'm going to kind of divide my cart into that. So that will be my next project, and then eventually I will do a video about that, like what the cart looks like. But I'm gonna go do that. I'm gonna go get the cart ready. Right now I just kind of threw everything on in kind of like a haphazard manner, so it's not really organized, which I like things organized. So I'm gonna go do that. I'm gonna kind of set it up a bit, add some contemporary books to that TBR because I do tend to read a lot of contemporary in September just because it's quicker. I am also prepping a readathon. I'm going to be participating in Battleathon, which has like a 5-star read prediction shelf, which I have over there, so those books will also count for that. So yeah, alright, I'm going to go figure out that cart, and then I'll give you guys a look at what it looks like, and then that full video will show you guys everything on that cart, but I'll be back. Book Dragon. So to you it's going to look like literally exactly the same, but I did organize the cart a little bit, so it looks like for me it's like a little bit more organized. It just kind of has a couple of different categories. Like, these are the books I'm probably going to pull from first in that first week, just because there are some sequels I've been dying to read, some later books, some quicker books, and then just, you know, some graphic novels and stuff. And then here are like the second round of books that I have. A lot of thrillers are on this thing, a couple more sequels, and just books that I like forgot that I had. So yeah, that's what kind of my cart looks like. My friend Natalie got me that a while ago. But yeah, so that's kind of what it looks like. I'm gonna do a whole video kind of going through it, and this is just, I put all my Funkos back up, so that's kind of my thriller shelf, and this is my sequel shelf, which I think I like a lot better. And this is where I haul my books that I'm in the middle of like currently reading. And yeah, and I'll show you guys what the other shelves look like just so that we could kind of have an assessment. This is mostly all of my contemporary romance books, with a couple of exceptions, and then here's my newer books. These are the books that I got from ALA that I'm hoping to read sooner rather than later. My Brandon Sanderson, and then here's just the random books that I have. So yeah, I did wind up doing a bunch of stuff. I'm not done. I'm not like fully set. I have to go post a bunch of stuff on Pango. It'll probably take me like about an hour because I haven't done it in a while. So I'm gonna go do that, and then I'm probably gonna pop back to my other vlog I'm doing, which is where I'm actually reading. And then when I pop back to you guys, it's gonna be like the nitty-gritty stuff that I want to focus on for the fall. Because I fell down around halfway through the year and I want to get a lot better. So the next time you guys will see me, we're gonna talk through journaling, bullet journaling, track software, and all that other stuff. And I'll talk to you guys then. Bye. Hey Big Dragons, I'm back. Oh, I have to change the battery on this camera. Oh, sorry. My puppy came to visit. So I'm back to do this reset vlog. It's actually like a couple of days later. Oh my god, Cassie. Cassie Duggett. She always has to be available to hear me because I'm very loud and she likes to know what's happening. So I'm back to do this summer or fall reset vlog. So the thing that happened is I have this beautiful little Inkling design planner and I never used it. I just gave up. I stopped using it and I'm going to try to be better at it. so I stay a little bit more organized. So the first thing I'm going to do for September is I'm going to put all of my Instagram photo prompts that just dropped in here, so I have one, you know, calendar and not like 36, and that's the problem that I've been having. And then I'm also going to do my TBR for the Battle-a-thon, the books that I want to read. And I had a lot of struggle last fall picking a TBR and picking books because nothing seemed good. I think I tried to jump too far in to high fantasy, that it was a bad decision because the first half of the year is always a bit complicated, especially those first 2 weeks with adjusting to school, the kids, new schedule, whatever the school decides to have me do this year, which always is a bit different. I'm a theater teacher and my setup always changes a bit, so I'm curious to see what that's going to look like. So my first plan for this reset vlog is to set up my little Inkling design planner first for September and to do all the days off that we have, any days that I need to remember, do all those photo prompts that I'm aware of, and then write any collab opportunities that I might have. I have one that I have to remember to do. So any books with that, I am going to look to see if there's any book club books that I'm participating in that I forgot about, which tends to happen. I want to do a reading vlog where I read all my book club books because I never read them and I never go to the live shows, and I feel sort of bad because I am paying all this money and I just never go. And then I also want to figure out what content I'm going to put up in September because September is my busiest month, just because I don't have a ton of time. So I want to make sure that my videos are pre-recorded and pre-filmed, and then I'm also going to use these pages to do my books on my TBR for Battle-a-thon, and then I'm also really going to use this. I haven't used this in a very, very long time. So that's my first plan, and then I'm going to go through my calendar up until December and do all my days off that I have, which I want to have one calendar that works for, because it doesn't work any other way. It just doesn't. So yeah, that is my plan. It should probably take me a little bit, and I will come back with you and I will show it to you, but this is just the little Inkling design planner, and I really do like it because it has a lot of bookish stuff in the back. I just haven't been using it. I fell off the wagon probably midway through the year. So, and then when I'm done with that, I will show you what I'm going to track in here. So that is the plan. I'm going to do my September stuff and then I'll give you guys an update. Bye. Friends, I'm back. That didn't actually take me as long as I thought. I only did like this half of the year because this planner ends in January, but I did wind up doing all my Bookstagram prompts because I have a thing that I do. I do the same one normally every single month, and there's an Instagram prompt every single day. So I'll give you guys a little bit of a background about how I film because I do teach full time. So how I normally film is I will prep film everything on a day. Normally it is Friday. I come home from work on Friday, I get all my work done. That way I can read and make actual content on Saturday and Sunday. That's normally how I do it. I think this year I might try to film another day. Like I might pick Thursday to just kind of do the bare minimum, or like other stuff, that stuff that, like, you know, because basically I have 5 platforms. I have my blog, which is just me basically reposting my Goodreads reviews, which I like to do. It just kind of, I'm always like very, very far out, but I do post those. And then I have obviously YouTube, which is the platform that I love the most. I don't think I'm ever gonna get rid of YouTube just because I like blogging and I like sharing my long form thoughts. And then I have Instagram, which has my most followers, so I tend to post all my day-to-day stuff on Instagram. And then TikTok is where I post just random videos, and I also started doing YouTube shorts. So everything has a place, but I tend to like take one day when I am working. So it's normally a Friday. It may change this year, but it's normally a Friday. And I just kind of film everything. So I kind of prep everything. So the next thing I'm going to do is I am going to plan my videos for September. So right now this is just blank. I have no videos, but I know a couple of things that I normally do. Like every month I will do my TBR. I will do my wrap-up part 1 and my wrap-up part 2. I definitely will prepare to film those. It may not happen in September because September is a bit of a crazy month. And then I will see what else I want to do. We're getting into spooky season, so I'll start to think if I want to do like any reading vlogs and any ideas that I have. I'm also doing Battle-a-thon, which is a 5-star read prediction inspired thing hosted by Eleanor Reads. So yes, I am going to go figure that out next. That will be my next project, to kind of figure out what videos I want to do. I normally post 2 videos a week during the school year, and if I have a bonus video, it normally goes up on Saturday, and those are probably like reading vlogs. So yeah, I'm gonna go figure out what I want to do, and I'll be back. And then after I do this, after I finish all this stuff out, I am going to figure out what else I want to do. Oh, and then I also wanted to show you this is my planner. This is just their planner, and I'll try to bring it a little bit closer. But what I do here is I track my workouts. I track what like how many steps I take, and then at the bottom of this I track the books I finish that are physical. So that's how I use it. I haven't used it in a while, but I want to get back to it. So yes, the next thing I'm going to do is I am going to go kind of plan my content for September. I have one day off in September. It is the 25th of September. It is a Jewish holiday, Yom Kippur. So I am definitely going to use that day as probably as a filming day. But this year we don't have a lot of like holidays in September. Normally it's like a slow start. We have like a lot of days off, but I'm not seeing that on my calendar, which is actually good because I'd rather just go straight and just work, because if you keep having days off, I find it's really inconsistent for the kids. So yeah, that is my plan. And yeah, I'm also going to try to find all my workout stuff that I have, all my like stickers and stuff, because I actually like to do that. But yeah, sorry, this was a bit of a long clip, but that is what this looks like for me. And yeah, so I am going to go figure out my content, what I want to do, what I want to film, when it has to be up by, and yeah, I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye. So here's kind of what I'm thinking of doing video-wise. So I'm obviously going to do a TBR video, which I actually have to film today for Battle-a-thon. Battle-a-thon is just a 5-star read prediction video, so I want to get that all set up, and I have like a couple of prompts I need to pull for that. And I think because it's a 5-star read prediction video, I'm going to do read till I get a 5-star and try to do that video. I also really want to do a sequel reading vlog. Because it's been a bit since I've read sequels, and I would like to do that as well. I also normally do an end of year, end of summer vlog. So I normally film that on Labor Day, and I try to get as much reading done as I normally get. So it's normally like read as much as I can in like 48 hours, and I normally will film that over September 3rd to September 4th. So it's like a 48-hour reading vlog. So I forgot to write that down, but I normally do film that. I'm not actually going out that weekend. Normally me and my friends sometimes do that, but we're doing it actually earlier. So I'm gonna have to film my wrap up for August, which I think is gonna be crazy because I've read a lot in the second half of August. And then I go back to work 4th and 5th, and the kids come the 6th, I think. Oh no, sorry. We come back this Tuesday, Wednesday, and the kids report the Thursday, which literally is still stupid. We have 2 days of school, but alas. We'll get used to it. And then I think because my mom got me Kindle Unlimited for my birthday, and I've been using it, but I really want to make a dedicated TBR. So I'm going to do a Kindle Unlimited TBR. And then I'm always filming a vlog. It just may not be themed, but some of my themed vlogs is I have a secret project vlog that I'm working on with another booktube, which I'm really excited for. We were supposed to film it in August, and we just got too busy with the Amazing Readathon because we're both participating. And then I said read till I get a 5-star, which I've seen everyone and their mother doing. Dark Academia reading vlog. I had someone say like, oh, you're not going to like Dark Academia if you don't like non-likable characters. I'm going to try. And I love mysteries, so I'm going to try to read that. I have a sequel reading vlog, and then I might do a mysteries that I loved, which I definitely will film. And then end of summer vlog. So yeah, that is where we are content-wise. Yeah, so that is where we are. So I am going to, and the next thing I wanted to do is I'm going to go talk about journaling. That's what I'm going to do, because I meant to do that in this vlog, and I kept forgetting, so I'm going to go talk about that. I can tell you the last day that I journaled, because it was bad. It was bad. I stopped journaling July 1st. So before that it was March. It was a very stressful second half of the year. My dad and my grandparents are dealing with a lot of like health issues as well. So it's been really stressful. And I just have to kind of devote myself to journaling again. So I am going to make myself journal in the morning, and that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to try to journal in the morning when I get up, and I'm not going to let myself do anything else. The hard thing about me is that I want to have a good and established morning routine. Like, I love them, but I just don't have the time. Like, I have to wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning, maybe earlier on Mondays, because our start time is earlier on Mondays for the teachers. We have to get there at 7, and I live pretty far away from my job, so that will be a beast in itself. But every other day, I want to like stop worrying about any other thing I want to do. I'm going to wake up, get dressed, and journal. Play with the puppy when she's available. Sometimes she doesn't wake up that early. But that is what I'm going to do. And I'm going to start this tomorrow. So tomorrow is Thursday. And tomorrow's Friday. So yeah, I am just going to journal because I think it makes me feel better. It lets me get my thoughts out, and I miss journaling. So that is one of the things that I am going to work on. I'm going to work on journaling. Journaling at least 3 times a week. I'm not going to make myself do it every day, but at least like 3 times a week to journal I think will be helpful and beneficial for my mental sanity, especially because I think this year's going to be crazy. I just do. So, but yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to try to journal 3 times a week. I'm going to choose 3 days a week, and I'll definitely journal on Saturdays. And I'm also going to work on creating a better morning routine on Saturdays and Sundays because I like scheduled time. But yeah, so that is my plan for journaling. I haven't been doing it. I should be doing it, but I haven't. So yeah, that's where we are. All right, I am going to go set up my blog for next week. And then that's when I will kind of start filming. I'm also, before I do that, I am going to go double check that everything is kind of organized. All my shelves are organized. Everything is kind of in order. This is just a weird vlog. I apologize, but I like seeing people's thought processes a lot of the time. So, yeah, that is what I'm doing. So journaling was definitely high on my list. This was high on my list to make sure everything was organized. And now I gotta go plan my TBR. So, yeah. All right, I'm gonna go do that. I'm gonna go clean up my shelves a little bit, make sure that they're not as unorganized as they should be. Put the books back that I think need to be put back, and I will talk to you guys when I have an update, hopefully soon, because I don't have a ton of time, but that is the plan. I'm trying to get myself in order so I'm not like a crazy person, but it does happen. Sometimes I just run out of time, but that is the plan. I'm gonna go look at my bookshelves, look at all the books that I have scattered everywhere, kind of take apart my TBR card a little bit, because at this point I don't think I'm going to read anything else on my TBR except for a couple of books. I'm going to put those on my fall TBR card. So yeah, I'm going to go reassess that, and then I'll show you guys what it looks like. I'm back. So it is definitely later. I think I'm just going to take today a couple of hours and just kind of get everything in order for this vlog. So the next thing, my next to-do list is to do some filming for my next couple of weeks, because when I go back to school I tend to lose a lot of time, so I have a lot of time now, so it's not the best weather-wise, so I can get stuff done. So yeah, I have a bullet journal, which is not pretty by any means. It's just not pretty, but so I'm gonna put all the books on my fall TBR. I just, as you guys saw earlier in this video, I like preset my TBR cart, which I'm actually gonna film a video for because it's all present. But right now I'm just gonna put all the books on my fall TBR spread so I remember what I'm pulling from. I mean, it will be a little bit easier because I could see them all on a TBR card, but I don't know how long this video is going to be, but I'll tell you at the end how many books are on here so I could at least kind of keep track of it. I'm always so bad at this. Like, this is my worst thing because I make seasonal TBRs and then I never read them, but I do like cleaning up my TBR cards. So I hope putting them on here will lessen them, and I already have like 6 books that you're going to see in a little bit that are already in my TBR for September, so that's exciting. I at least did that part correctly. But yeah, so I'm going, again, this is really not exciting. If your bullet journal spreads are not exciting and make it work for you, that's cool. But yeah, I'm gonna go do that, and then I have to film that video, and then I want to film my Kindle Unlimited video while I remember. And then the last big thing I have to do is I have to do my Instagram photos for next week. And I don't know if I want to do that now or later. I don't know. Because tomorrow I go to yoga in the morning, and then Sunday I'm not going to be here. I'm going to a Harry Potter exhibit with my friends. I bought them, well, I actually got free tickets for me, and then I bought my friend tickets, so we're going to go to that just before it closes, because they said it's going to close in October. They may push it, but I want to make sure that we go, because as of a complicated relationship as I do have with J.K. Rowling, I will always be a Harry Potter fan. So say that what you will. I know. Makes no sense, but I still do want to go. So me and my friends are gonna go, and I didn't technically spend any money for the tickets, so I feel good about that. So yeah, I am going to go get my bullet journal in order, film a bit, and then I'll check in with you guys. Bye. Hey friends, I have one more update for my reset vlog. I'm gonna do like an official reset vlog. Like the last clip is probably gonna be like my goals and my plans for the fall and how I'm hoping to change some stuff up. But today in the morning, last night, I just started to panic a little bit because I am going back to school in 2 weeks and I really haven't done anything. The problem with like how I teach and the way my school works is I'm a drama teacher, so like I can't really plan anything until I get in the building and see, one, what is the environment that I'm teaching in? Am I traveling like I did the past 3 years due to the pandemic and just my own personal preference? Or am they putting me back in the auditorium, which will make some things easier and some things harder, and I just don't know, and they don't give me that information. They probably know, but they're just not going to email me and tell me like, oh, this is your situation. So I'm just planning for all eventualities. Like today I bought 2 different planners, one for if I'm in my theater and one if I'm traveling, just because it's littler. I don't know if I'm using Google Classroom. They haven't told me that. So I don't have a lot of information. So like it almost feels pointless to like plan anything if I don't know the situation I'm walking into, which for a planner is like so stressful. So what I did is I have a handout that I do every year that I really don't think's working anymore. So I redid that. It was my strengths and weaknesses handout. I like changed how I did it midway through the year and liked it a lot better. We also have to do a bulletin board our first 2 weeks there, so I did the handout for that. What else did I do? Oh, I did like an intro to theater, like what are the tools in the acting toolbox and stuff like that. If you're my students, you probably know what I'm talking about, but they may not know that. So I did the kind of 3 handouts. I sent it to Staples. Probably spent more than I would if I just got it done at the school, but again, first week of school is really, really chaotic with getting printing done. And again, I still don't know if we're using Google Classroom because the last couple of years I didn't really use paper handouts. And I thought like at the end of last year, I should probably just throw all these out. But again, I don't know my teaching setup. They haven't told me. When I left, it said I was traveling, but that could also change. So I don't know. I mean, sorry, when I left, it said I was staying in my theater, but it could change. So yeah, that is the plan. It's also like a really, really crappy weather day, so I don't think I'm gonna go to yoga. I'm gonna work out later. Hopefully it stops raining, but it's gonna rain like all day. A puppy sitting over there. My grandma's not feeling well, which sucks because my grandpa's is very, very immunocompromised due to his heart issues. So we have to stay away from her. And when I go up there, I have to wear a mask. Thank God I didn't put them out because I always use them when I commute. So yeah, I'm going to give you guys an update like probably Monday when I kind of sit down and start journaling again. And I'm going to kind of come up with some goals for September, which is what I always do. I didn't do it for the past 6 months and I really missed that. So yeah, all right, I'm going to go start my other, like go update my actual vlog that I'm actually doing for Serpents and the Wings of Night because the prompt dropped and I am not done with this by any stretch of the imagination, so I should probably go do that. Alright, I'll talk to you guys soon for my next clip for this. Bye! Hey friends, I'm here to wrap up this vlog, but I did wind up starting journaling today, so I did want to kind of go through my September goals and my things I'm going to track, at least for the first week. I just want to kind of put them in a video so I can go back and kind of assess in my October reset vlog, which I think I'm going to do every month just because I really do like doing them and it will be fun for me to kind of reassess my goals and then will hold me more accountable to my goals. So I have a couple of goals. I want to have more TV balance like with my life. Like I want to be able to watch some TV shows and also keep up on content on YouTube. So I want to get into the point where I'm watching TV and YouTube at the same exact time. Like I watch TV in a very, very weird way, but I'll watch an episode of like Superman and Lois, which is what I'm currently watching, and I'll take a 5-minute break and I'll make YouTube my commercial, which lets me stay up to date on both so I'm not fall behind too far behind on YouTube and too far behind on Superman and Lois. So that is my plan. I'm going to have more TV life balance, which I think is important. I also want to have more work-life balance. During the pandemic, I had very, very good work-life balance. When 3 o'clock would hit, I would just shut my computer, but since then it has gotten a little bit out of control. So I'm going to try my hardest The first month is always crazy, more crazy than anything, which is why you could see crafting is not on this list yet. It may sneak in towards the end. But I do want to kind of be able to shut my computer and kind of not focus on it. And I want to kind of make more time again. I don't know what my schedule is. I'm not going to find it out until Tuesday. Last year I got very, very lucky and I had one day. Well, it was lucky and a curse. Last year I had 4 periods off in one day and then only 2 periods off another day. So it had benefits and curses. I don't know if I would prefer that this year. Honestly, I would prefer just to have a regular schedule. But again, I'm going to get back to work in a second. At work, everything tends to happen like on the fly. So my next thing is let's change a car and don't fight it. I tend to get very upset when things don't go the way I want them to, and I stew on it and it makes me angry and I drag my feet. So whatever happens at work, I'm just gonna go with it. If it's, you know, the big issue right now for me is where I'm gonna be teaching, and I have one way that I want it to go, and even if it doesn't go that way, I'm just gonna go with it. And I'm not gonna fight, I'm not gonna complain, I'm just gonna do it. Even if I don't necessarily think it's right or appropriate, I'm just gonna go with it. I'm gonna say, all right, you know what, it's fine, and I'll just make it work. So I'm just gonna let it occur, not fight it, and just, you know, sometimes my friend always says you never know what an opportunity is gonna bring you. So I don't know what this opportunity is gonna bring. So I'm just gonna kind of let it occur and see what happens. I wanna work out 4 times a week. I definitely wanna work out 4 times a week. I have to chuck it over with my personal trainer. I've been using Future, the app, which I don't have a referral code, but it's really, really good if you have the money to invest in it, especially for someone like me that has a really bizarre schedule. With my dad still sick and not being able to walk Cassie, I want to walk her at least 4 times a week. I may actually walk her every day when I come home from work for the first month because he's still doing his treatments and such. I want to spend more time with my grandparents because they're getting older and both of them are pretty sick. So I would like to spend some more time with them when I can. And I want to go back to my book challenge. I'm going to, every single time I read 5 books, I could buy 1 book from Barnes & Noble. And I'm going to be very, very strict with that. This does not include book of, you know, like my Owl Crate, because those are 4 books I get every month anyway. But these are just books that I'm going to buy in the month. So yeah, let me know if those are some interesting goals. And then the stuff I'm going to track, at least for the first week, is healthy options food-wise. I am a very, very bad snacker when I commute, and I'm going to try to cut soda completely out of my diet for a good 2 months. I'm also going to try to work out in some form every day. That's what I want to do, and I'm going to try to reach my step goal every day. I want to have more work-life balance, which I have said. I'm going back to work tomorrow a little bit early to hopefully facilitate that a little bit better. I'm going to go back for pretty much the whole day. And I want to not panic. Because when I tend to panic at my job, I tend to take it out on the kids, and I do not want to do that. So that is where we are. I don't know. I really, really like these summer reset vlogs. It's probably going to go up the first day of school for me. So wish me some luck in the comments. The first day of school is always crazy, insane, and a bit rough. But yeah, so I hope you guys like this. I'm probably going to do one every month, if not every month and every other month. But yeah, I'll talk to you guys soon. Hope you guys like this, and let me know what are some of your September goals. I would love to know. Bye.